Agentspace is uniquely designed to accelerate time to value at every stage of the marketing process, from supplier selection and competitive analysis to audience segmentation, campaign planning, and execution. By seamlessly integrating multimodal data across platforms, predictive insights, generative AI capabilities, and automated reporting, Agentspace empowers marketing teams to make smarter decisions, optimize spend, and drive measurable business impact. Whether you're identifying the right seasonal product mix, refining pricing strategies, or forecasting the incremental impact of your media spend, Agentspace streamlines every step so you can move from planning toward execution with confidence. Let's say I'm a marketing lead at Symbol Grocery. My director just let me know that three of our suppliers have given us a cooperative budget for a fall seasonal promotion and asked me to start developing a campaign strategy and budget to drive a 15% year-over-year revenue increase. Today, I want to put together a sample campaign based on the supplier and targets my director gave, and then pass that on to my team for refinement. I'll start by asking Agentspace to pull up the relevant seasonal product list for those three suppliers. Based on data from separate sources, Agentspace put together these seasonal product listings. I'll add these files with the product listings to session context so Agentspace can reference them as I continue my workflow. But before I pick which SKUs from these supplier lists to promote, I should identify our target audiences. First, I'll check our internal data sources. I'll make sure that the connectors to the systems that contain our customer data are enabled. So it looks like the Salesforce Data Cloud connector is enabled. That's our CDP. So are the connectors for Symbol DAM and Symbol campaign data. Now that I've checked that, I'll ask Agentspace to identify and define the key audience segments that I should target for our promotion. So based on the data pulled from our CDP, it came up with three options of target audiences, and it also referenced how many CDP segments and what the audience sizes for these would be. We've got the savvy savers, the budget conscious consumers looking for deals and value, culinary enthusiasts interested in unique and gourmet fall flavors, and the family focused group seeking family friendly fall flavors for meals, snacks, and gatherings. Those first two segments seem like they'd be great targets. I think we can return to those product lists now to determine which products to promote. Let's get Agentspace's help to identify the best products for these two audience segments. So based on the product listings in the session context, it came up with a handful of suggested products for both groups. It also provided some rationale for why it picked those products, along with citations. And if I want to get more details on a particular citation, like this one here saying that multi-pack and bulk spice purchases have spiked by 40% in Q4, I can click on that citation to learn more. Looks like that came from this file in our SharePoint, Q4 sales data. So now that I have an idea of what audiences I want to target and some of the SKUs I can promote during the campaign, let's start ideating for the promotional campaign itself, starting with the messaging. And we just updated our brand guidelines for seasonal promotions, and I noticed that's not in our session context, so I'll upload that along with the supplier's brand guidelines for Agentspace to take into account. Agentspace came up with an example theme for the campaign, fall flavors, as well as taglines and supporting copy for each of the audiences. These taglines sound really fun. I'll also ask Agentspace to identify the best marketing channels, taking into account everything we've discussed about the target audiences, the chosen products, and the messaging. Okay. For each audience and the products chosen, it picked out a few options of marketing channels. Email marketing might be good, but I really like the idea of creating content to promote on social media like Pinterest or YouTube Shorts. I think it's a bit early in the development process for me to invest in a videographer and graphic designer, but I want to make sure I can get a rough draft of the design and storyboard to communicate my vision to our design team. For right now, I'll get Agentspace's help to take a first pass at that creative. This is possible because I can ask Agentspace to automate this process using a custom AI agent pre-trained for creating image and video content called Content Agent. Okay. So looks like for the savvy savers, it came up with a deal focused image post using Google Imagen. And for the culinary enthusiasts, a storyboard and a preliminary script for a YouTube short or a short form video. Okay, let's take a look at the assets. For the savvy savers, I got this fall themed image showing the products as well as a caption to post it with. And with culinary enthusiasts, I got this document with a storyboard. I think the fall motif in this image looks cool, but I don't want to take away from the focus on the items we're selling during our promotional campaign. So I'll ask the agent to revise the image, this time with less of the apples and foliage and more focus on the products we previously chose. Okay, I like this take better. It's simpler and more focused on the specific products chosen. So with this updated image and the storyboard that the agent created, I have some references I can pass along to our teams for both campaigns. Before that, though, let's do some more planning. I'll provide Agentspace the revenue target for my director and ask for the estimated media budget that I would need to hit that target for each channel. Agentspace allows users to invoke agents whether they're built using Gemini or any other model. So I'll bring in Marketing Finance Bot, a third-party agent that we have built on another model to help. I'll ask it to estimate the media budget needed to target that 15% incremental lift and also include the return on the ad spend. So the agent took into account various factors, including sales data and historical campaign data from our connectors to suggest the budget that we'd need as long as the estimated return on ad spend per channel. And it packaged them together into this file. With Agent Space's help, I was able to draft a lot of good ideas for a campaign. Now it's time for me to share this plan with my marketing team member and my social media manager so that they can review and provide feedback. Let me ask Agent Space to draft that email. And I'll just review this email draft to confirm it looks good. It recaps my actions, the overview of the campaign idea, the messaging, the channels and budget, and it also attaches all of the relevant files like the budget estimates and the example assets. So I'll go ahead and send this. Agent Space empowers your marketing team to move with speed and precision, helping you select the right products, optimize pricing, target key audiences, and execute high impact campaigns with confidence. By leveraging data driven insights at every stage, from supplier negotiations to performance measurement, you can maximize efficiency, drive revenue, and stay ahead of the competition.